The next thing we're going to look at is when we're playing in 4-4-2. So if we're looking to play 4-4-2, it means that we're under a little bit of pressure. Maybe we're getting opened up a bit too easily. I don't like it. We want to be more compact, but we're not looking to shut up shop completely because we're still looking to get on the attack. The goalkeeper is looking to send it long, so we've dropped back in, right? So the ball comes in here to this man here. You can assume in a situation like this where we're looking to be a little bit more defensive, maybe the other team is looking to open up, and now we're facing a 4-3-3 ourselves. Right? So then in this situation, the left mid and the left center mid are going to close in on this man's touch, right, for the 2v1 as he gets the ball from the goal kick, right? So then when he gets it like this, in that situation, there's always going to be a free man at the back. So it's very likely that he'll knock it back to the option at right back, or maybe he'll go for the flick on, and it'll be easier to retain possession that way. So in this situation, he's got to knock it back to the right back, and we are then rotating to accommodate for this. So our left mid is staying with this man in centre mid. Our left centre mid has come over into the center of the pitch. The other center mid is pushed over, and then our right mid has pushed up on to their right center back. So we have a makeshift 4-3-3. Our two strikers are dealing with the fullback and the center back. So when we're playing 4-4-2, but we're looking to be aggressive on heavy touches, this is how we'll do it. So the trigger is that when it goes from midfield back to defenders and it's a short space to cover, that means that we're going to look to push up high and hit them before they can hoof the ball forward, right? So then for the 4-4-2, we go into a makeshift 4-3-3 and we're looking to press all the way up. So if we're in a situation where it's gone forward, but the press wasn't quick enough to get there and he's able to easily rebound it back into the midfield, then we have to be able to accommodate that for that. So as soon as the ball comes back in, he's going to be looking to progress it to the strikers. Maybe they're pushing an extra man up front, so we're playing against a 4-3-3. So he's going to look to progress it to the strikers. We're going to have a 4v3 situation, which isn't ideal, but it is doable. So when the ball comes into this man who will be on the right wing, we're going to deal with it accordingly. Our midfield will drop back in. So then we're going to look at another situation where the long ball comes in instantly to this centre mid, chooses to knock it back to the defender. And again, this time we're looking to be a bit more conservative, right? So then what will happen in this situation is that we're going to be comfortable with giving up the switch of play. This can sometimes be hard to execute for some players, because getting their head up and looking for the switch when everybody's shouting at you, switch, it can be a hard pass to play at times, even though you're only knocking it across when you're getting closed down, right? So if the ball comes down here, right, and he's going to come out wide to create a passing option, and then they have their other two center mids are going to be monitored by the R2 in the middle, and then the winger on the far side is always going to be tucking in, right? He's always going to be tucking in to create a numerical advantage on this side of the pitch. So our strikers, as you just saw there, are going to cover the defender on the ball and the next nearest defender. So in this situation, it's the right back and the right centre back. The left striker pushes up, the right striker goes across and leaves the other two defenders completely open for the switch. So in this situation, what do we do then when they do make the switch? So we want our right striker and number 10 to come across like this, and then this man, the number 11 playing right mid, will come up to close the ball, right? And then the number 9 will come across into this space. Will come across into the space here where the number 4 will be located, looking to receive a pass back. And then in the midfield, we have that covered, right? So say the left back gets the ball, there's going to be a pass on down the channel, right? So he sends it down there. So how do we deal with relocate, right? So when the ball goes out wide when we're playing the 4-4-2, I want a 2v1 every single time, right? So our right mid and our left mid are going to be dropping back to support the fullbacks in 2v1 situations when the ball gets played into the corner, right? And then on the opposite side, either the left mid in this situation is going to tuck in onto their midfield 3, right? So in some situations, they'll be playing a 4-4-2 and they'll keep a wide man out here, and then in that situation the left back will go out there and the left mid will be dropping into the half space that's vacated. In this situation, when they're playing the 4-3-3, that he has a man to pick up. So it's always going to be the winger on the far side that is dropping in to pick up that extra man to keep the fullback free. You can see the final shape. Two strikers are going to be central enough because we don't want them to be too far away from either side of the pitch, because then it'll make it harder for them to cover the space when they're looking to prevent the switch. Ball comes into the corner here, right? We want our number 10 to have a starting position in and around this area. And then if the ball comes over to the 5, if he looks to recycle it, then of course the 10 comes over and the 9 comes over to the 4. And again, we're giving up the switch on the far side. And then we're looking to relocate and keep it compact. So when we've switched to 4-4-2 in games previously, the issue that we had was that it essentially became a 4-2-4, right? Because our left mid and right mid would still be doing the job that they were doing in the 4-3-3 and staying up with the fullbacks. But in this situation, it's reversed, and now you're coming back with our fullbacks rather than the opposition fullbacks, right? So we're looking to keep it nice and compact and let our strikers do the work up top with the pressing. Different from when we're playing 4-3-3, I'm looking to go man-to-man, 1v1 in a lot of areas and press high. We're looking to be more conservative, drop players in and play 2v1 so we can win the ball high. When we are playing defensive shapes, we do not want to play the ball in this area once we win it, right? Either it goes long to one of our strikers who's going to be there making the run into the channel, or we're looking to play fast passes moving forward, right? I want us to understand that when we're playing a more defensive formation out of possession, that when we return to possession, we want to be forward thinking. We have the ball, say our number 2 wins the ball in this scenario. What I don't want is the centre back to show for it here. Okay, the pass goes from here to here. Then the right mid shows for it. Okay, the pass goes from here to here. Then he shows for it. The pass goes from here to here. He shows for it. The pass goes to here. Maybe he goes back. No, because what happens then is that we allow ourselves to get boxed in, and it's easy to get caught. It should be 3-4 passes, and we're already across the halfway line. Either that, or it goes long the first time, and then we push up as a unit, right? So when we're playing a defensive formation, we're not trying to invite pressure onto ourselves. Okay.